We're gonna make a healthy whole food, so nothing refined, nothing processed, energy/protein bars that we can also make into truffles. So we're just gonna roll them up with our hands. So this basic recipe you can jazz up with different flavors, but today we're having a base of almonds, which is gonna be where we get our protein and our healthy fats. We have dates, which I've been soaking in water to get them rehydrated and make them easier to turn into like a nice sort of sticky paste that's gonna help to bind the bars together. And this serves as the sweetener. So instead of commercial bars, which have a lot of added sugars, and even if it's agave, which is a more actual refined sweetener, this is whole food. So it's a whole date. We know exactly what it is. It also has minerals, it has fiber, and fiber helps regulate sugars. So whenever we're gonna be eating these bars, we're not gonna get that spike of blood sugar and then that crash. We're also going to be flavoring these bars or these truffles with some cacao powder for that chocolatey flavor, with some cinnamon, which actually enhances the sweetness of all foods and helps with digestion, and it's just lovely. I love cinnamon. I add a lot of cinnamon, but you can add it to taste. And then we have some citrus, which is some lemon, and I'm using blood orange today, but you can use any orange you like. And we're gonna grate this in, zest this in, and it brings freshness and brightness. So rather than, again, adding sugar, fat, salt, preservatives, which you typically find in packaged processed bars, we're adding it from whole food. That's where we're gonna get all the flavoring. Plus, fresh ginger, which I adore, is also really good for digestion. And we're also gonna grate this in and it's gonna add more flavor. So it's a chocolatey ginger bar / truffle. So we just drained the dates, pitted dates. And just as a side note, medjool dates are really expensive. There's no need in this recipe. So to make this recipe cheaper, totally go for your pitted dates. And we're just gonna rehydrated them. So we're gonna pop this into the food processor. The reason that we're using a food processor instead of a blender is because we don't want to puree it. We don't want to make it into liquefy it into a liquid texture. We want to give it texture, but we just want to make it so that all the ingredients become even and can turn into this bar. And so a lot of the recipes that I post and that I share use a food processor. It's such a game changer. You really need it to make so many items like these. So certainly get this, and it will change your life. So we're now gonna put in the other flavorings. So this is the wet ingredients. We have our ginger and a microplane. So a microplane is another amazing kitchen tool that I highly recommend. It is incredible. You can just use you can just grate right into your recipes and not have to chop it or mince it with a knife, and it gets a really lovely, even, tiny texture. And everyone gets freaked out when they see me using ginger with the skins, but there's no reason to peel it. Most of whole foods, all the fiber nutrients are found really in the skins of the food, and this doesn't have a bad taste. We're mixing it all together into a bar so you don't get the texture, and it just saves a lot of time. So instead of wasting the peel, just grate it right in. So we're gonna grate about 2 teaspoons, but it really depends on how much ginger you like. I love a lot of ginger, but we're just gonna use this microplane and get that ginger in there. Lovely ginger flavor. So absolutely feel free to use as much or as little of these flavorings as you like. We want to make them accessible, but they're for you to make your own. So now we're going to add the citrus, which I've washed. So the skins, if you haven't bought organic, and even if it is organic, they do have some chemical residue. And so because we're using the skins, we want to make sure that you wash them well so they don't have any weird chemical flavor. So we're going to also just get the flavor of this beautiful citrus in, and it smells so good already. Adds freshness, and it kind of cuts through the sweetness of the dates, which are really, really, really sweet. And just to say, any dried fruit really works. So if you like prunes are actually lower in sugars than the dates. And so you can totally do a little mix of dates or prunes, and it really works the same. We're gonna do a little lemon. Again, smells so lovely, and it gives a nice color. Wonderful. So we're gonna pulse this together and pulse. Okay, so we're gonna see that it turns into a paste, excuse me. So it looks like this. So it's this beautiful paste that we've really broken down, and it has all the flavorings of the citrus and the ginger. And we're gonna dump this out into a big mixing bowl. And it's great to use a spatula for this, just to make sure you get everything out, and dump it in there. And then we're gonna mix our dry ingredients. in this food processor, and you don't have to clean it because it's all good. Totally save time. Just get most of this out, and then we're gold. Last little bit. Okay, sweet. Yummy date paste. Okay, sweet. So now we're going to do the dry ingredients. So almonds, any nuts and seeds work. So if you're allergic to nuts, you can totally use sunflower seeds and maybe a little rolled oats as well as your dry ingredients. Also, you can use a little mix of like cashews, walnuts, almonds, all of it works. So this is just to give you the tools so that you understand how to make this kind of dish. And actually this bar or truffle can also be used as the base of any raw dessert. So if you're making like a raw tart, this would be the same kind of recipe that you would press into a tart pan, and then you could top with like a cashew cheesecake mix or some like fruit that you've sliced and topped on top and put on top. So here we're gonna add the almonds in. Beautiful. And the other dried ingredients are the cacao powder, sprinkle that in, the cinnamon, and we're gonna add a little bit of salt. And so I add salt to everything. It brings out the flavor even in desserts. And so we're just gonna add a little pinch. So I'm just gonna kind of put that in my hand and just toss that in there. And this is my preferred kind of salt. It's iodized sea salt, but you can buy different kinds of brands as well. And the reason is that we really want iodine for our health, especially for thyroid health. And iodine is a trace mineral that's harder to find in foods, and so that's why they add it to table salt or this kind of salt, and it's great. So I would totally suggest that kind of salt to be using at home. So we're gonna pulse this guy, all the dry ingredients, and we're almost done. So if you like more texture and you want like nice big chunks of almonds, you can totally pulse less, you know, and let it go for a little bit less time. But I've brought it down to look like this. So it's this beautiful kind of chunky flour. And we're gonna throw that into our mixing bowl with the dried fruit, the dried dates, which we just made. And this is the really fun part. We get to mix it all together with our hands. So get in there and scrunch it all around. And you just want to be kind of bringing it all together with your hands. So the sticky dates really help to combine everything. And you just got to work it in there like you would any dough. But it's all raw. There's no baking. It's so quick, so easy. It's really tasty. And if, for example, you find that it's a little bit too wet, you can just add more of the dry mix, which again is any nuts or seeds that you like. Or if it's a little bit too dry and you feel like you need a bit more moisture, you can add a couple more dates and blend those in. But it's really versatile. It's so easy. And here it's all coming together. And so once you start to feel that it's come together and it looks kind of like this chunky deliciousness, it smells so good. It's really tasty. We're going to press this mix into a lined baking pan. So here we have a lined baking pan, and the reason that it's lined is because when we want to put it in the freezer, we're going to put it in the freezer so that it gets hard. But then to make it easy to take it out and then to slice it into bars, it really makes it easy to use this plastic wrap, which you just like pull the plastic wrap out, which you'll see when we do it, and slice it in. So otherwise it kind of sticks to the pan. So I'm gonna show you how to make these into bars and into truffles. So we're only gonna use part of this mixture. We're gonna press it in, and you wanna press it so that it's really firmly set into the pan, and that way it stays really firm when you're slicing it after. It won't fall apart. So you can really have fun getting your arm muscles in there and making sure you press it all the way in to the sides of the pan. And once you do that, you just simply put it into the freezer for at least an hour, and it'll get nice and cold. And you also want to keep these bars in the fridge or freezer because it keeps it that like firm texture, and it's a lot tastier. The dates kind of become like fudge when they're in the freezer, and it's really, really tasty. And then if you do want to use, turn these into truffles, you would just simply roll them like this after you've made your mix. And there are these beautiful little truffles that then you can roll in any topping you like, whether it's some pistachios or some sesame seeds or some cacao powder, and jazz it up. And then you would put these also into the freezer on a tray. And these are your little truffles. And so really, really simple and a lot healthier than anything you would buy in the store, and a lot cheaper when you're making it yourself and you're getting these ingredients sort of at a en vrac store or at a bulk barn kind of shop. And you can really pick and choose. Great, so we're gonna be rolling the energy balls or the truffles. And really you can jazz this up as much as you like. So if you're having guests over and you wanna make it kind of fancy, you can actually add some dark chocolate into the mix along with the almonds like I showed you. You can just have fun with it, you know? And that's my whole thing, is that like, see what's in your pantry, see what you like, what flavors you like, and make it your own. And so you are gonna get the PDF of all the recipes included in the video series. But I would love to see you guys make your own versions of these things and use flavors that you really, really, really like. So I'm rolling away. And again, you can make these as big or small as you like. And then just to keep it simple, we're gonna roll it in some of this beautiful lemon zest. And that's just gonna be the nice little topping. If you like desiccated coconut, you can use that. You can use a little bit of matcha powder. Matcha powder is so yum with this. And then actually it's really lovely with the pistachio because it has that green color. So here's our last one. And really for serving sizes, it depends on how active you are. Like I have a lot of clients who are really active athletes, and they will kind of keep these with them and have them either on a cycle, like, you know, before and after running or cycling. And it's a really good power energy ball. And so you can totally, if you're going to school or to work, you can totally have 2 or 3 of these things and you're gold. Or if it's the bar, you can have one of the bars, which I'll show you how to slice after. So here we have our lemon, and we're just gonna kind of, again, use our beautiful microplane and kind of get just the yellow part. You don't wanna get the pith, which is the white part, because that's really bitter. So just go for the green, just go for the yellow, I should say. Beautiful, and then this is really fun. You just kind of roll it around and get some of that lovely zest over the top. It just gives it a bit of color. You don't have to do this step. You can really top these guys with whatever you like. So we're gonna pop these into the freezer and they'll be ready in an hour, and then we could have our little taster. So our raw energy protein bars are out of the freezer. They're nice and cool. Our truffles are also ready and look lovely just out on the board. So we're gonna take out the bars from the plastic wrap and we're gonna place it on the chopping board so that we can slice them into bars. And you can make them as big or small as you like. The best way to get even sized bars is to slice it half, half, half. So we slice the whole thing in half, then another half, half again, and then we're gonna slice it down the center. And that gives us 8 lovely bars, and they look like this. They're really tasty, really simple. You can wrap them up, you can keep them in the freezer, put them in Tupperware. They're great for the whole family. So whether you like the bars or the truffles, all the same, all tasty, all nutritious, and really way better than the store-bought stuff. So I can't wait for you guys to try these. They're super tasty, and I need to dig in myself. So chewy. The orange comes out, the ginger. You get the crunch of the almonds. Really, really yummy. So definitely make them your own, add whatever flavors you like, keep them in the freezer, it's a game changer, and enjoy.